Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's KJ, and I just wanted to break it down and put y'all on the game like we always do. Things going on in the world. We know that Club Nintendo is closing its doors. Nintendo is working on a brand new project. We don't know what that is, but I don't understand how they think whatever they have lined up is going to replace Club Nintendo. I mean, they were literally giving away free swag. We're talking about t-shirts, game carriers, free games, and the service was free. Whatever they're coming up with, how can it go up from there? That is already the pinnacle, the apex for me. I'm hoping they give out more stuff, but what I'm guessing it's going to be is more like an Xbox Live PlayStation Network thing where you spend maybe not $60 a year. They might lighten the load a little bit, but you'll pay an amount. I hope I'm wrong. So on top of all this, I just in the background, I hope I'm wrong. You pay the amount, then you get the quote unquote free games and hopefully still swag. Maybe some rare amiibos, maybe some other stuff. I hope that's where they go with that. In the month of February, we're going to be doing this thing called the 8-Bit Troll. It's some special articles that you're only going to find at playlegit.net. It's a comedy write-up that Vex, Jay Valdez, and I have been working on. I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So check that out. And also, coming this month, we have a brand new design. We're going to change the game up a little bit. It's going to look a lot newer. We haven't had a layout change in about 3 years, and I figure if we're going to make the change, it's going to look right and it's going to be hot. I don't want to change the game on you guys if it's just going to be a little tweak here or there. No, I want to completely flip the script, and that's what we're going to do at playlegit.net. So you guys look out for the new website, look out for the 8-Bit Troll, and we're going to have some other surprises along the way. Those of you wondering about Level Start, it is going to come back this summer, and we are coming back harder than ever. We have made a lot of tweaks behind the scenes. We are actually developing a lot of segments as we speak. We got a lot of stuff planned. We're going to be more interactive. We're going to be longer episodes. So sit back, get you something to drink, and just chill, because these episodes are going to be loaded up with nothing but real talk that you're only going to find here at your source at playlegit.net. So look out for the 8-Bit Troll, the new layout, and Level Start in the summer. But very soon I'm working on Dying Light. That will be my next video review lined up, Dying Light. I look forward to it. I'm playing it right now. I'm enjoying the Dead Island mechanics mixed with the new generation graphics. I think controls have been tightened up quite a bit. And of course, it all gets better as you upgrade and get better at what you do. I love that you have to rush, do what you have to before the sun goes out, because when the sun goes out, that's when the zombies come out in full force. You can set up traps, do a bunch of other things to these zombies. I'm enjoying it so far. I will have next week the final verdict coming at you real soon. Also, if you want to see some Let's Play videos, check out Official Mo Chocolate. It's our buddy. He's been with us for quite a while. Him and Awesome Tyler team up. Right now they're playing The Last of Us Remastered Edition. So if you want to see how that feels on PlayStation 4, well, if you want to see how it looks, you probably can't feel it yet, so you gotta get yourself to find that out. But if you want to see what it looks like, check it out. See just how big of a graphical leap it took. For those of you who haven't bought a PS4 yet and don't have the game, it'd be a nice little watch. I recommend that. Check that out. I'd be lying if I didn't say I was a little bit critical about Battlefield Hardline. Now that's not to say I'm not a fan of the theme that they're going with. I think it's cool that they are doing a different take on Battlefield, because we know the main war versions of Battlefield, those aren't going away. So I know people are whining about that they're taking this cops versus robbers approach. But I feel like this is a cool thing to have a spin-off. And the fact that they didn't come out with a Battlefield last year gives people a chance to breathe a little bit, unlike Call of Duty. Even though this Call of Duty this year was pretty good, I ain't gonna lie to you. But still, they need to take a breather. Battlefield took that breather. And again, the main war game of Battlefield, that's not gonna be out till probably next year maybe. But their last game was Army of Two, The Devil's Cartel. Army of Two was never really that series that was like, oh my god, but you could see the undoubted potential within that franchise that had they just developed the gameplay a little bit more, not had laggy online multiplayer. But I really like the two initial characters from the first two games, and I wanted to see more of that, and they took that away. Made the game generic, and I just didn't appreciate it. So now on to Battlefield Hardline, which is their very next game. Cops versus robbers. I like the idea. I like that they're trying a spin-off of Battlefield. I'm not upset because the main Battlefield, what the series is known for, that's still going to be around. That's still coming. But now we have something on the side that we can mess with too. Now, they are doing something really cool with that campaign. I like how they're approaching the story. The last time I really cared about a story would be Battlefield Bad Company 2. So it's been a minute. So I look forward to a campaign that I can fully sink my teeth into. I hope they get it done with Battlefield Hardline. I hope the online is smooth. I'm trying to be optimistic, but I still remember what came out before. And that's just how it is. I want to be proven wrong. Please prove me wrong, Visceral. I want to talk about right now is just the disappointing run that the PlayStation Vita has had. I mean, it is just embarrassing. The fact that this handheld is so powerful, its touch screens, the sensors on the back, I mean, the graphic capabilities alone should have gravitated the third party to develop more games for this system, and it's just not happening. I mean, as far as the handheld game goes, Nintendo is straight punishing Sony. And I would have never seen that coming. I would have thought maybe not beat Nintendo in the handheld game because they've had that unlocked for years, but at least gave them a run. Right now, all we're seeing is JRPGs, which just aren't for everybody, unfortunately. And that's a lot of what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing many original games. The bulk of games that would have really interested the masses can already be found on home consoles. Dragon's Crown, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, original GTA like they did with stories from Liberty City and Vice City stories. Had they have made a new game like that, but for the Vita specifically, that would have really helped this console out a lot, but that just did not happen, and I don't think it's going to happen at this point. Sony, you need to show this system more love. The one thing Nintendo did at their last Direct, they made owners of both the Wii U and 3DS feel like they made a good investment. In the past, I'd feel like, okay, this year 3DS is getting lots of love, but where my Wii U at, and then vice versa. But this year, it seems like it doesn't really matter what system you own, and if you own both, you're getting a lot of games. I wish Sony would take the same approach with their Vita. It has remote play. Maybe do some type of remote play Vita combination cool thing that hasn't been done before. Do something amazing. PC gamers are outraged, and they should be, about Fable being exclusive to Windows 10. That means if you do not have Windows 10, you cannot play Fable Legends. I would rather play The Witcher 3 any day of the week. That's the one I'm looking forward to if we're talking about action RPGs. But for those of you who are looking forward to Fable Legends, you can crossplay with PC owners if you have an Xbox One. You guys can crossplay, but that PC owner has to have a Windows 10. What is the deal with that, guys? Microsoft, you're cutting back some of the potential money you could be earning. I hope that changes. PC gamers, use your voice, reach out, let them know. We let them know that the DRM restrictions on the Xbox One was bogus. Everybody spoke up. That changed. I think this could change too, but it takes everybody speaking up and letting them know that this isn't right, to cut off a huge chunk of their fan base. I have to say that there is a rumor, because I'm just such a fan of martial arts and any type of culture like that, that Assassin's Creed After Victory might take place in Japan. And I'm just saying, my goodness, could you imagine that? What a huge change of pace that would be. At least they gave away their Dead Kings content for free. So that is definitely a nice step in the right direction. But it just has me thinking what you could do in that different landscape. Would you be a ninja? Would you be a samurai? Would a lot of gameplay consist of being in the daytime, nighttime, or would it just be a mixture like it is now? It's interesting to think about. It's something that would definitely mix up the series, freshen it up, a much needed shake up. My God. Still take a year off though. I don't want to see a Creed this year. I'm gonna get it either way. I know that guys. I'm gonna get a Creed regardless whether I want it or not. So I mean it's coming. We just gotta let it happen. And I'll close this thing out with you guys. This is your network. This is your place. We want to hear your voice. We want to see what you can do. You had a nice highlight reel of a particular game. You went on a kill streak. You knocked out somebody. You had no life. They had full and you came back and beat them. Whatever it is. Send us a YouTube clip of that. We'll put it on the Play Legit fan page. Might appear in a future episode of Level Start. We want to see from you. We want to hear from you. Hit us up. You can email us at playlegitcrew@gmail.com, or you can just hit up the fan page, facebook.com/playlegitnetwork, or leave us a comment here, youtube.com/playlegitnetwork. Follow us at Twitter, playlegit. I hope you all enjoyed this podcast. Check out the Resident Evil Remastered review by Miss Throwback. She lays it down. Does it hold up all these years later? Find out now. Hit the website. We're also ranking the top 10. Well, if you could call it top 10. We rank 10 failed comebacks in gaming. That's right. So we're talking about Ready to Rumble Revolution. Ugh. Bomberman Act Zero. Ugh. I ain't gonna tell you no more. Check out the website and see the rest of disappointing titles. I'm KJ. This has been the Play Legit Podcast. Keep it real.